yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back tie, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes.
Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Losing is not even fun.
All right, we are live right here on the Highline Racing Network. I'm Tommy Rogers, and we're going to be running Dega tonight. We're 75 laps with stages at lap 25 and 50 in the Arca car. Yeah, we don't run the Arca car as much as we'd like. We definitely all enjoy it. We know it can definitely cause some issues at times. But hey, we're up for a challenge. And tonight, that's what we're going to do. As we're looking around right now, there's not a soul on track, not a single driver burning laps down right now. Well, hopefully we get some cars out on track here soon. We'll keep an eye on it. But we're going to be going around. We're going to talk about some things. We got Sunday, our final race of the inaugural season of the Highline Racing Network. Will be at Talladega. Lobby's going to open at 7:30 Eastern. Like I said, I want to remind everyone, you're all welcome to join. I was talking to Brian Duncan tonight from VRX. Would love to see a bunch of VRX guys show up Sunday. That'd be very, very cool. We'll get you guys all set up, get you a team channel if you want it, no big deal. And but if you do, let us know who your guys are. I'll create a graphic that'll pull up just like, say, one like this right here. So AWR drivers will show up. We'll have one for VRX as well. So absolutely good to see Brian out here again tonight, as it looks like we've got a big pack of guys going around right now. Looks like they're going to be doing a little bit of a pit party. So while they're going around, we'll get eyes on some of these guys before we're going to jump over, because we got the show, the brand new episode dropped today, episode 15, following our race last Sunday at the iRacing Super Speedway. You don't want to miss it. I think it's a good one. All right, we got Ted Rakesh here with Hennessy and Cigar Company. Jerry Bassett back there in the 71 AWR car. Caleb Smith of LBS. Oh, see the 33 going into the wall back there. Kyle Cameron, the captain in the 55 for AWR. Jonathan Ritzer there in the 50. Brian Duncan up front right now, leading the way in the 13. I love those old school cars like that. It's got that nose art on the side. Being an Army aviator, got much love for that kind of stuff. We got Jamie Plorty back with us in the 6.5 Motorsports car, running up high there in the 38. Bringing it right up to the back bumper there, the Wonder Bread car. 33, we see getting the wall there earlier, Michael Menchaca. William Rice back in it in the 29. Good to see William Rice back out here. See, we got Scott Malikin. We got Nate Blaisdell. Those are both some very, very popular names in the iRacing community. Good to see them with us. Eric Hayden. Eric Hayden running hardcore right now with Pedley's Garage across the side. If you didn't know, Pedley's Garage is a sponsor of the Highline Racing Network. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. It's time for episode 15 of the show. We'll cover down on everything that happened at the race in at the iRacing Super Speedway. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Welcome back to the show. We crowned 2 winners at IRSS, baby. You heard me, boys. It's go time, Dan.
Man, oh man, it was awesome at IRSS. Stamper gets his first win, and Haley clinches the championship. We got the highlights and the interviews for sure. But recent news indicates Left Turn Lightning planned to sign Haley, but Red Bull was like, you got me tripping. Check out Red Bull backpedal on what they said last week.
Thanks for joining us here on the show's hot seat, Mark Sylvester.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Well, you signed Haley after you said he must win just last week. Watch this playback.
I know you wanted that win, but your day is coming, buddy. You're still the champ.
Thanks, man.
Red Bull has a clause in Haley's contract that states he must win at least one race or he will lose the top sponsorship. Let's hear from them now.
Red Bull wins stages, races, and the championship. That's the standard, and currently Trevor has not won through 14 races.
We are actively looking at moving up several drivers to the Highline Cup Series, and yes, SVG and Connor Zilisch could replace Haley.
Really, I thought we were going to be talking about SVG losing to Tyler.
Nope, not today.
Yeah.
Admit it, man.
Yeah.
You guys got nervous about Haley signing with LTL Energy Drinks, and you guys went back on your word.
Look, we did what we had to do,
Right.
but we don't answer to you or anybody. All right, guys, let's get down to business. Check out these highlights.
Haley takes stage 1 and DHR goes 1, 2, 3 in stage 1. Check it out.
You guys all took 2 tires as they are moving into turn 3 as we speak. Coming to stage 1. Let's see if Brandon Showers makes any move as they're through turn 4. No move as of yet. There it is. Brandon Showers making the move. Oh, my goodness. Here it is. Nick Bauman, I think. I think Nick Bauman takes it. Wow, we're going to have to go back. We're definitely going to have to go back. It's looking like Trevor Haley won the stage, but we're taking it back right now. Not easy to see. Taking it quarter. Man, it looks to me like Nick Bauman.
I don't know what they saw there, but whatever. We got stage 2 coming up right after these messages.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Twinkle Toes over here took second in the first stage, but lucked out and won stage 2. Check it out.
With Trevor Haley being the points leader, at this point, Brandon Showers might elect to go with Nick Bauman to potentially ensure a win. Or I shouldn't say to ensure a win, but just to get more points than our points leader tonight. I don't know what Nick Bauman's got going on tonight, but it's looking like Nick Bauman posted a picture in the Discord. It looks like he might be racing on a laptop at the moment with his wheel, his Moza wheel connected. As we are coming through turn 3 right now with the leaders. As we are coming right now, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It looks like it's gonna be Nick Bauman. Nick Bauman has won stage 2. Nick Bauman, Trevor Haley, Brandon Showers, Alex Neball, and Evan Perry. Dark Horse 1, 2, 3 once again.
Girl, show us Stamper getting that win already.
Okay, let's go.
We thought he had it. Wow. These guys still battling it out right now. It looks like it is still going down. Oh, and they're wrecking, but Sean Stamper still has it. Sean Stamper will win. Sean Stamper wins tonight. We called it twice. We thought he had it earlier, but he had one more lap to go, and he gets it. Sean Stamper wins right here on the iRacing Super Speedway. Week 15 to pull his first win. His first win of the season.
Let's go! This is awesome! Can your boy get signed now? Either way, we are celebrating all night. Yo, I'm Cody, but everyone calls me Pimp C. We are gonna start a new segment where I crack jokes about the drivers. And we may even upload audio sound bites from the race chat and Discord quotes and trash talk. Now to commercial. Before every race, I make sure my lug nuts are tight and my breakfast is tighter. Lug Nut Cereal Pride, breakfast at high speed. People always ask what makes me so fast on the track. Talent, skill? Nope, Lug Nut Cereal. It's the only breakfast built like racing tires because champions don't eat flakes, we eat lug nuts. Get yours at stores near you. This is what keeps me going after getting turned on the last lap. What a win! Congratulations, Sean. We had 2 winners. That's right, Trevor clinched the championship. Let's hear from the champ. I can't believe this. I got a new contract from Red Bull and took the championship for DHR, baby! Are the champions!
Yeah! Look at him. So wonderful. You're all out of time, so we are skipping the nerds over at Stats this week. See y'all Sunday at Dega.
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
All right. Well, that was episode 15. We got one more coming after Talladega Sunday. And then we'll be taking a break and going back into the lab, kind of figuring out what we're going to do. We've already got some ideas. We let the cat out of the bag a little there with the character Pimp C. Hopefully you guys will get a kick out of that. We're going to keep bouncing it around real quick, going around, taking a look at the track. For all the people that are watching right now, you can give us a comms check. Let us know. Make sure you guys are hearing everything you're supposed to be hearing at the moment. We would appreciate it. William Rice out here in the grass here in the 29. Tyler Dixon. Tyler Dixon's is back at it. Oh, we got Maurice Gamillion again here in the 44. Ted Rakesh in the Hennessy Cigar & Co. out here in the Better Help car, 27 tonight. Jeff Hedges making another stop. Looks like he's in the Yinling 35. All right. We had to hop over real quick and talk to some of the admins there in race control. Looking for old Scott here. Scott got the Tier 1 racing across the hood. Scott's a top-notch driver. We've been following him quite a bit on Facebook. Big fan, man. Big fan. Looking real good. That's 0-3. Being tracked by iRacing tonight as 11 though. Like Eric Rodeman is back with us again tonight. We must be doing something right. He's back with us again. Brian Hebard making it in. Brian Hebard of CNY Garage made his debut today. Or I shouldn't say made his debut, but he definitely he got his first commercial on the Highline Racing Network. So big shout out to Brian, man. Thanks for sending us your picture. Makes it just a little bit more real. Appreciate it. Mark is a newer driver, popping up with quite a few of the other ones here tonight. We're coming up on 5 minutes. We're going to have to go ahead. We're going to show you guys a fan clip, a little bit more about what the Highline Racing Network does to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more real. So we'll get to that before we get to the national anthem.
Dominate AWR for sure. DHR is our only real concern. Caleb Smith's signing is enormous for this team. Look, I look at Trevor Haley like a Denny Hamlin. I think he deserves a win for sure, just not today. Woo, honey, this is TWM country. Scott Wise is going to dominate DHR and that Angry Wives team all night long. Y'all can eat our dust tonight, baby.
Look, Sheridan Wade and Nate Fields are hungry, and we are giving them the green light all night. DHR sucks compared to us at IRSS, and that's on my mama.
This is the limited edition Lee Ball hat.
Wow.
Straight up, man. And then he also says you can get this jacket for $85.
All right. We are back with you. It looks like qualifying is kicking off. It is indeed. We're gonna watch a little bit of Michael Menchaca here as he's going around. Yeah, we're going to keep a good eye here on how these guys qualify before we jump over to the national anthem. Nate Blaisdell out in the 15. Joseph Went in 89. Daytona Cross is in the house. And one more before we go. Kelly Lee in the Wonder Bread car. 26 on the door. 43 is what he'll be tracked at on iRacing tonight. But we've got to get to the national anthem. Get to your feet.
The show, we crowned 2 winners at IRSS, baby. You heard me, boys. It's
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light but so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. National anthem is complete. Our top 3 qualifiers tonight. We got the 92 of Jason Anderson's name not popping up. Got Tim White and John Craig. All right, these guys are gridded up. In row 1, we got Jason Anderson. I apologize. We'll start over here. We got row 1, Jason Anderson and Tim White. Row 2, we got John Gregg and Zane Bailey. Row 3, Scott Malikin and Michael Menchaca. Row 4, Mike Remkus and Daniel Williamson. Row 5, we got Eric Rodman and Grim Mason. Row 6, Jeff Hedges and Brian Hebbard. In row 7, Kyle Cameron and Jamie Plorty. In row 8, Eric Hayden and Hunter Adams. Row 9, Caleb Smith and Joseph Went. In row 10, Spencer Alfine and Ted Rakesh. Row 11, Andrew McGargle and Alex Galloway. Row 12, Kelly Leak and Michael Amenti. Row 13, Brian Smith and Matt Metler. In row 14, Derek Jacobs and Austin Garber. In row 15, Connor Adams and Daytona Cross. Row 16, Austin Sale and Nate Blaisdell. Row 17, Robert Walton and Jared Bergeron. Row 18, Mike Presley, Male and Maurice Scamillion. Row 19, Kenneth Skidmore and William Dakota. Row 20, Tyler Dixon and Dylan Smith. Row 21, Jared Insidia and Dylan Butler. And row 22, Mark Spheres and Arthur Hess. Row 23, George Bellini and Jerry Fassett. Row 24, Jonathan Ritzer and Easton Collins. Row 25, Brian Duncan and Sean Stamper. And row 26, Trevor Klein and Justin Cormier. Row 27, William Rice. All right, these guys are coming through turn 3. Jason Anderson and Tim White going to be leading us to green. It's coming through turn 4 now. And the pace truck is off for 75 laps here in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network as we're coming into the Pedley start zone right now as Jason Anderson in the 92.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out. Tim White right there on the right. Doesn't look like the top or the bottom got a great jump. 2 by 2, far back as we can see at the moment. This is going to be an outstanding race. We're really going to have to watch these guys as they start pushing, though. You got to be very careful pushing in the Arca Menards car, specifically on corner exit. Really, other than that, you're pretty much okay as long as you're not too aggressive in the apex of the turn. But you can definitely push there as well. You can push on the exit of the turn too, but really need to pay attention. You don't want to be too over aggressive on that. As we see the 52 back there going around. Several more cars going around. Big change up.
Caution.
And the caution
What do you
is
think, Bud?
out.
You think you're all right out there?
We're going to go back. See if we can't catch eyes on some of this. So we know the 52 was involved. And then there looks like there was another wreck in the distance. So we're going to take it back just a little bit more here. And then we're going to take it full speed. There he is. Get turned across the 8 of the nose of the 8. As those guys are already having issues, it looks like. Hopping up here, this is what we wanted to see. It looked like there might have been a little bit more with the 22. All right. All right, looks like the 35 got into I think that was the 22. All right, we're going to bounce it around. got eyes on Kyle Cameron as he's getting caught back up. Pace car's light's still on, so we're going to be going by one more time. While we're going back, we're going to jump back and look at Eric Rodman. Wow, here we go right here. This was a massive wreck. A lot of guys just flying through there. A lot of unnecessary damage to a lot of cars right there. Well, pace car's lights are still on. Not sure why we haven't gone back green yet. I'm going to step over and talk to the admin. All right. Admin team is tracking. I'm off. We'll be going green this time by Zane Bailey, Daniel Williamson, Jason Anderson, Ted Rakesh, Brian Hebert, Matt Medler, Brian Hebert, Robert Walton, Austin Garber, William Ducati, and Jerry Bergeron will round out our top 10 as we come back green. All right, we see somebody in chat named Captain Cap says Holy Peak Video. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but hopefully it's good. Let us know if you can still hear us, Captain Cap. All right, pace car coming through turn 4. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, Captain Cap. We're going to be making a brand new intro here soon. But they're coming into the Pedley's start zone right now, taking us back to green as we're going to be going all the way to lap 25 this time.
Green flag.
No cautions in between. Everybody that goes down a lap will get their laps back at lap 25. guys are battling it up front. The 92. He's moving up high. I do apologize from time to time. I'm still getting over this sickness. Still having a cough from time to time. As Ted Rakis out front leading the way. Ted Rakis with Genesis Cigar Company. Playing the field like a champ right now, bottom to the top, doing just what he's supposed to do, working the field. But Alex Galloway in the bush, 00. He's fighting the 45 right with him. Kenneth Skidmore, he's in the 54, 45 on the door. But Ted Rakis, he's not playing those games. It looks like he's got a squad. He's got Jeff Hedges with him there. Jeff Hedges in the 35. I saw Jeff Hedges get into somebody's inner quarter panel there earlier and turn them early. Hopefully that was just a mistake. Hopefully he's got it back in check now. In the zone, it looks like the 35 is as we speak, as Jerry Bergeron dropping low with the 45 in tow right on his bumper. We want to hop around. We want to hop around and show the field, show some of these other guys that's out here. But it's tough. It's real tough when these guys right now are fighting. We got 4 up top, 4 on the bottom as we're coming to lap 9 as these guys are still fighting. He's like Galloway got a little loose there. Oh yeah, Jerry Bergeron looks like he's washed up. Jerry Bergeron's going to need to relinquish that position more than likely. Drop to the bottom when he can. Looks like he is as we speak. As we're going on board. We're going on board with Jerry Bergeron. Jerry Bergeron really trying to work it. Going on the nose. We're on the nose here with Jerry Bergeron. Lap 10. With Ted Rakis really showing he's a force to be reckoned with tonight as he's out front running beautifully in that 27 Better Help car. We got an indication of a Joseph Went. Looks like he may have been involved in an incident. We're going to try to bounce around here, look at a few of these drivers and come back to the pack. We're looking for Brian Smith. Brian Smith here in the 52. Currently in 18th. Started 25th. Austin Sale there in the Budweiser 8 as he's coming around. Currently in 13th after starting all the way back in 31st. Brian Duncan's up here in the 13 out of VRX with Eric Hayden. Eric Hayden, admin for the High Line in the AWR 00, right behind him. Looking for Scott Malikin in the Tier 1, 03. Got him in sight. Started 5th, has dropped back all the way to 20th. Looks like we got a couple guys having some blinking issues out there. Brian Hebert in the 87 Hendricks car tonight. We got Jerry Fassett. Jerry Fassett. Jerry Fassett running clean. Kelly Lee. Got Kelly Lee currently in 9th after starting 23rd. Here in a moment, we're going to go ahead and check our biggest gainers as we're looking for Matt Medler. Wow. In the Taco Bell purple car there on the high side. All the way up from 26th into 4th. We're going to take a look at our biggest gainers now. Biggest gainers so far, Mark Cyphers, 35 spots, along with Brian Duncan, 34. We're going to get eyes on Mark Cyphers for a moment. Currently in 8th, they're in the 21. Wow, Connor Adams, Daytona Cross, Nate Blaisdell, Austin Sell, Maurice Gamillion, all having significant damage repair already. Connor Adams over 4 minutes worth. Current lap leaders, Ted Rakesh, man, he is... I think we already knew Ted Rakesh was going to be coming through killing it. Taking a look at Ted Rakesh, checking our analysis, it says he is the superior driver. We don't have much info on his qual. We don't have much info on his race, other than he's a superior driver that contends with the best. That's the only analysis we have on him. Through lap 15 now, looking at Eric Hayden right here running with his teammate, Jerry Fassett. We're going to let you guys catch a little bit of the crank it up, and we'll be right back with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the crank it up, as we got Arthur Hess here Arthur in the 39 on track. Being tracked as 53 by iRacing tonight. Up all the way from 44th spot up to 23. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on Arthur. Trying to get eyes on Brian Smith in the Mountain Dew 52. We're coming up to lap 18. Expecting to see a lot of guys pitting shortly. Getting eyes on Alex Galloway at the moment. Alex Galloway in the lead as he's coming up on passing Eric Hayden. Eric Hayden now lapped. Alex Galloway starting to run with us quite a bit. Looking forward to learning more about Alex and his crew. Ted Rakesh. He's right there as well. Eric Hayden, he's pulled up. Alex Galloway and company going down pit road. Waiting to see if there's any kind of issues here. Looks like Alex Galloway got into his pit pretty nicely. We're jumping over with Ted Rakesh again as he's coming around. Watching these guys as they're coming into pit now as Eric Hayden a lap down. He's going around now. Trying, the 30, getting real close to the wall there as these guys are coming down pit road. Jumping over with Tim White now. Tim White in the 239. Not sure what he has across the hood there. White Shark Poker. He is currently our leader. More than likely he might have to pit again. He is, unless he played his cards just right on his fuel strategy. But he's got a 4-pack team of cars coming right behind him. Being led by John Gregg. John Gregg, Tyler Dixon right there with him in the 26, along with Dylan Smith a little bit further back. But Tim White on the backstretch right now. It does look like he is being overtaken. All 3 cars successfully get by. Oh, and here they go. The pitting begins as the 57 and the 26 both heading down pit road. As Brian Duncan in the 13 out of VRX is currently in the lead. Brian Duncan potentially also saving gas Not sure if he's going to be able to make it. He last pitted on lap 3. Maurice Gamillion also right there with him. So we're going to be looking at between him, Ted Rakesh, and the Jeff Hedges crew. They're coming around now. We shall see if Brian Duncan is going to be going for it. He is not going for it. He is going to have to pit. Looks like Maurice is going for it. Maurice Gamillion is going for it. One more time by for Maurice Gamillion to take the stage. It's looking like Jerry Bergeron is the next guy back. Currently all the way back 14 seconds. Maurice Gamillion coming through turn 3. At 168 miles an hour, so he's definitely does not have it floored. He's trying to still save gas as he's coming around, and will take the stage right here in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network Thursday night. The caution should be coming out any moment.
Caution, caution, caution. Guys, just quickly, just remember, nice and smooth, take in fluids, stay by those fans, do what you can to keep cool.
Really curious to see if Maurice is going to be able to get around. Successfully takes advantage of those early wrecks where the admins threw the caution, played his cards right, dipped in, filled up on gas at lap 3, successfully saved, and has won stage 1 right here Thursday night in Talladega in the Arca car. Congratulations to the 44. He is out of gas right here. Seeing if he can make it into his box, and he does. That is excellent work there. But if he did not, if pit road was not open, then he will end up getting a black flag and sent to the back. We're going to go back and take a look at the Eric Rodeman crash. Looks like he just pulled over. We'll take it back just a little bit more and just to make sure. Either that or he is... Either he's given up or he's run out of gas. We'll check Tim White. Wow, Tim White blocking the high line. Checking George Bellini. I do believe that was Nate Blaisdell that might have hit Tim White. Looks like George Bellini is having to pull over, as we're looking at Nate Blaisdell's incident. It does indeed. You can't block the high line while cars are getting their laps back. And he does just that right in front of Nate Blaisdell. Not a whole lot he could do, it doesn't look like. As we're going back live Pace car's lights are still on, so we're gonna have to get over to a commercial. We'll be right back with you.
Highline Racing's official fuel. So strong, you'll pit for seconds. One leg, full throttle. Black Flag coffee keeps me hopping faster than pit road gossip. Black Flag coffee, because sleep is for the caution laps. That will do it. When it's time to go lightning fast, you need Team Watson Racing setups. We use real thunder.
When you're looking for a setup and a community that stands behind it, Team Watson Racing Setups. Serious setups for drivers who are done guessing.
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Every race I'm taking in, no more I need the toes. Counting all the wins, it's me they love the most. Watch me wiggle, watch me jiggle. I'm the king now. You just a little.
All right, well, we're back with you. Looks like we're going to be going around one more time. As we got, looks like Dylan Smith leading the charge. So far, coming up on the halfway mark here soon. We've had an outstanding race. We'll remind everybody we'll be going to stage 2 at lap 25. Dylan Smith, Jason Anderson, Alex Galloway, Daniel Williamson, and Jeff Hedges. They're going to be our top 5 as we take this back green on a green flag stretch to stage 2. If there's a big wreck right in the beginning, first couple of laps or so of us going back green, admins will throw the caution. Outside of that, we'll be running to lap 50. Looking at the 36 of Daniel Williamson, he's definitely having some blinking issues. As we're coming out of 4 now, Pace Truck's lights are out. We will be going back green here. Pace car is in. Dylan Smith there in the Napa car, bringing it into the Pedley's Garage start zone and taking us back green right here on Thursday night now, Highline Racing Network, as we're back at it. Jason Anderson and Dylan Smith on the move. Jerry Bergeron not having it. He's trying to get up. He's trying to make a move. It's like Alex Galloway going below the yellow there for something. Looks like he did not gain position, so he will be okay. That's Dylan Smith making his move out front, representing the 8. Trying to get eyes on Grim Mason into 17. Taking a look at chat. Remember, guys, if you're out here rooting for somebody, give us a shout out. Throw their name in the chat, man. We'll make sure we get eyes on them. Scott Malika now. Scott currently in 14th. Oh, Scott Malikian is into it with Jerry Bassett. The 26 clipsing the 20. We're going back. Looks like Jerry Bassett might have been blinking. Jerry Bassett there in the 71, right up against the wall. We're going to take it full speed here. I do believe I saw Jerry blink or disappear as he just gets turned by the 0-0 and blinks out. Taking that back one more time. Looks like that's Daytona Cross. Just gets right into the quarter panel of the 71, turning him. We're going back live. As the caution did come out, so we are going to have to jump to commercial. And we'll be right back with you.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, we are back with you. A lot of guys coming down pit road as we speak. We'll be looking at the Wrench Wranglers, Connor Adams and Daytona Cross, Nate Blaisdell leading the way. I should say leading the way there with the damage. If I could stop coughing. Bringing us back green. It looks like we're going to have Jason Anderson, Alex Galloway, William Dakota, Dylan Smith, Mark Cyphers, our top 5. With Matt Mittler, Caleb Smith of LBS Racing, Brian Duncan of VRX, Brian Hebert of CNY, and Daniel Williamson. We're going to take a look at some of the guys that we've got pegged as randoms tonight, guys that we see with us pretty frequently that are making the list. If you don't make this list, then we don't even know you. Taking a look here. A big crew of guys randoms. Now, this doesn't mean these guys are friends or that some of these guys may not even know they're on the list. But the fact of the matter is these are all guys that race with the Highline Racing Network pretty frequently, and they are being recognized as on the team randoms. Until we get legit teams from them, this is where they're going to land. Which is far better than something like this with all the guys that just keep scrolling that they haven't quite made the cut just yet. But looking at our biggest gainers on the night, Mark Cyphers all the way up to 5th spot. Mark Cyphers all the way up to 5th, up 38 spots. Along with Dylan Smith, right there next to him, up 36. Kyle Cameron started 13th, back to 18th, looking for the 63 of Arendack. There, Easton Collins. He's got his spotter, the Ostrich, Aiden A, with him tonight. Currently up in the 16th spot, all the way from 48th. Not bad. Brian Duncan falling back now significantly, back to 25th. Watching as Jerry Fassett and pulling in right there behind him. Beautiful, beautiful car there by Jerry Fassett. Designs all of his own cars. Not exactly sure if he designed that one. That one looks like a Kyle Cameron paint, but Jerry's good enough, he can pretty much make anything. But we're going back green. The pace car is going to be dipping off right here as Jason Anderson and Alex Galloway going to be bringing us into the Pedley's Garage start zone, bringing us back green all the way to lap 50 now. Nothing's going to stop it.
Green
Jason
flag.
Anderson has been a force all night as he's on the move. Alex Galloway there on the high side with the Napa 8. Trying to get in. Oh! Alex Galloway being very aggressive. Drops it down into the hole just perfectly. But brings it right back up. Got eyes here on the 7th place, Mark Cyphers. There in the 21. Looking to get eyes on Daniel Williamson in the 36. There in the Little Caesars car up on the high side, right in front of the 100 car, driven by Eric Hayden and his teammate from AWR right behind him. Looking at the chat, we got, looks like a big wreck. Looks like a big wreck. We're taking it back. We're going to explain that answer to Jackson as he asked his question there. We're going to take that back a little bit more. Looks like Galloway is involved here, kicking this off. Gets up into the 30, shoots him back down. That spot's gone. Kicking off massive mayhem. Massive mayhem. Trying to see. We saw Eric Hayden was involved. We're going to take it back here. And we're going to go into the cockpit of Eric Hayden through this massive crash. And we're live. Wow, just everything closing for my man Eric there. Nowhere to go. We'll take it back one more time and at a different angle. And then we're getting back live as we just got indications of a Scott Malikin wreck as well. Massive wreck, just a massive wreck. See if we can't get eyes on Scott Malikin really quick. Notable driver like that deserves to get eyes on what happened to him here. There he is in the Tier 1 03. Just gets taken off, nowhere to go in all that massive wreck. All right, now we're going to get to the question in chat. It says, how was Alex Galloway on Team Randoms? He's been out front so much in the past 3 races. I absolutely agree, Jackson. Why is Alex Galloway? Well, I think Alex Galloway is relatively new to Highline Racing, like you say, the last 3 races or so. I don't know how much he's been with us prior to that. With that said, you know, a guy like him probably has a team. Hopefully he brings them in. Otherwise, yeah, man, there's a lot of different guys looking for teams right now. He might be able to get linked up with and maybe work something out. Maybe join forces. But, you know, there's some teams that just, you know, they're full. They can't take guys. You know, AWR is full. Dark Horse is pretty much full. LBS is probably interested. CNY's got 4 drivers, but here lately, Brian Hebert of CNY, as you can see here, he's alone. He's alone. No Michael Jennings, no Nicholas Miliband, no Sebastian Michaels tonight. AWR on the other side currently got 3 drivers, Kyle Cameron, Jerry Fassett, and Eric Hayden tonight, which is on the low side for them as well. But it's these guys that are considered randoms that are here on a regular basis. We just want to make sure they're all on the big screen. Give them a big shout out. Good to see them all out here again. We are up 2. Leader's taking us to 42. As Alex Galloway still in the mix. We're going to look at some of these pit stop stats here from earlier. Kenneth Skidmore. Fuel only. William Dakota actually had to get a little bit of damage repaired and worked his way back up into contention here. Kyle Cameron, first guy back there that took 4 tires. He's in 6th, so he's also made it through some of the wreck and in the fight tonight. But as you can see, these guys have dropped back significantly. They have fallen off lead pack quite a ways. Looking like just shy of a 5-second gap. As William Dakota is fighting. They're on the 88 with Alex Galloway right behind him. Touch base really quick with Zane Bailey here. Zane there in the 20th, started 4th, has dropped back. We got Trevor Haley in the chat. Trevor Haley, the champion in the Highline Racing League, has stepped in, taking a look, giving a shout out, much love. Man, if I had to pick, I tell you, Trevor, Alex Galloway, he's a force. He dominated. We ran a fun race after our race last night. We went in the late models to North Wilkesboro after we ran a super speedway, and Alex killed it out there. But Kenneth Skidmore making his bid for the lead as we're coming up to 5 to go. But absolutely, I'm going with Galloway tonight. Looks like I shorted Galloway an L there, but I think Trevor will see. Kenneth Skidmore, Alex Galloway, Caleb Smith, William Dakota, and Kyle Cameron, our top 5. We got several guys running with these lead cars that are a lap down right now. Alex Galloway still holding the bottom line with the 88 of William Dakota right behind him in the VFW car. This will be taking us 4 to go to the stage. Gonna jump around, get some eyes on them, you guys. Mark Cyphers, he's back here in 17th, leading this pack. Look like Jeff Hedges and Eric Hayden, Jason Anderson and Brian Duncan, all back there. Jason Anderson off the pace at the moment as he's coming through turn 1. All by his lonesome. Ted Rakesh with Zane Bailey right behind him. Our lap leaders on the evening. Ted Rakesh still holds that down with 9 laps led, but has fallen all the way back to 13. As Caleb Smith is currently in the lead. As it looks like we've got several guys going down pit lane. Quite a few guys, it looks like, went down pit road. Caleb Smith there in the 8. Oh, in the 8, Caleb Smith is going around. Looks like he has saved it though. But that's exactly what we talked about, getting pushed on that corner exit there. Really easy to get the turn. Kyle Cameron is currently our leader from Angry Wives Racing. Looks like he's got Mark Cyphers right there in front of him. Mark Cyphers just barely holding on to the lead lap. Kyle Cameron pitting this time by. He's dropped to the bottom, but working his way back up high there as he's working with Kenneth Skidmore. Kyle's hanging to the high side. He's definitely not pitting here. Kyle's got a legit shot at having enough fuel. Every race in the Highline Racing Network is definitely a fuel strategy. Looking if Kyle has got a good one tonight as we're one to go to the stage. These guys are barreling it down. They're coming through right now. They're getting squiggly. It looks like Kyle Cameron is going to get it. Looks like Kyle Cameron is going to take stage 2. It looks like Kyle Cameron from AWR. Oh, they're pulling it out. It looks like Kyle Cameron got it. We're going to bring it back. See if we can't get a photo finish on it. We're definitely going to see if we can't get a photo finish on this one. But Kyle Cameron of AWR, the captain in the 55, taking stage 2 right here in Talladega on Thursday night. Watching them as they're coming through here. Like I say, we're just kind of cruising with them right here as we're trying to get this photo finish. We stopped it just a little too soon. Kyle Cameron of the Highline Racing Network admin team, also captain of the AWR, coming through with a big win right there as we're going to watch him come down pit road. We got indication of Scott Malikin involved in another incident. We're going to jump back and see it just as the caution was coming out. Looks like he definitely got into the wall there. Watching Scott Malikin now. They're in the 03 Tier 1. Oh, just has to dodge another car. Gets into the wall. We're going to take that into a different angle and see it one more time. Quarter speed right here. Looks like Scott Malikin comes up on a car. Yep, as Alex Galloway made it look like he might have been wanting to come up. Gets Scott Malikin out of whack as he gets into the wall, destroying this car. All right, well, pace car's lights are still on. So we're going to show you another fan clip. It's an older one.
How y'all think the race is going to go tonight?
Hale Wilson in that 23 car has got this in the bag, baby. I guarantee that.
Wilson? Hell, he can't win if Cato is not here. Justin is on a roll, so honey, get in line.
Yeah.
We are the biggest fans of Easton. Let's go, ADM! 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 ADM!
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Yeah, I'm in the vein, speeding like a dark horse. Nothing can contain me. Hills and falls, every race I'm taking.
All right, lights are out. We did get an indication of an Alex Galloway crash. So we're going to go back and see if we can't get eyes on what happened there. It looks like he possibly was given an EOL. All right, as Kenneth Skidmore, Kyle Cameron, Arthur Hess, Caleb Smith, Jonathan Ritzer will round out our top five as William Dakota, Daniel Williamson, Jerry Fassett, Grim Mason, and Brian Hebert will round out the top 10. Looks like we're going to be going back by one more time. Pace car's lights are still on. All right, taking a look at chat. Says, not exactly sure what Travis is trying to say in the chat at the moment. Travis, if you can hear us, try to tell us one more time what you're trying to say, man. I'm not quite picking up what you're throwing down there. We got the chat saying watch Galloway as we are back green. With Kyle Cameron and Kenneth Skidmore leading us on the way. We went green at 53, so the caution window will be 63. Kyle Cameron there with Caleb Smith as they're locked down tight along with Ted Rakic. Bottom line is Caleb Smith. He's making his move now. Looks like Kyle Cameron was sold out all the way, sold out on the high side. But looks like the 35 is coming in trying to work with him of Jeff Hedges. With Ted Rakic in the 27 out in front. Jerry Bergeron making his move to the bottom, trying to get in the mix. These guys are all over the place. They're 3 wide deep in the pack. There's Austin Sale in the 8th Budweiser car. He's there in 4th. He's trying to make a move now on the bottom. Ted Rakic with Zane Bailey and William Dakota lined up. There's the 36 of Daniel Williamson. He's trying to make a move in the Little Caesar up front. It's a battle in the front. It's a battle in the front. Alex Galloway making his moves. Alex Galloway now all the way back up into 6th place. They said watch for him to come from the rear. Well, he has certainly done that. He's right here, back in 5th place now. We're going on board with the superstar. We're on board with the superstar. Wish we could have watched as he transitioned the field. He's now making a move on the inside of Jeff Hedges there in the Yinling 35 car. But we 3 wide deep. VFW car leading it on the high side right now as Galloway kind of stuck, giving the Yinling a little bump, saying, let's go. Whoa, getting loose there, and they're going around. The 27, 71. Whoa, a lot of guys flying down pit road. We're bringing it back old school right now. We was in the cockpit for that one. And we're going to take it full speed, and here we go. We'll take it back one more time in blimp mode. And then we're going to get back live. And here we go. Really unfortunate for Galloway to work his way all the way up to the front. Just to have it all derailed. But we're back on board with the VFW 88 driven by William Dakota tonight as he's the leader. Battling it out right now with Caleb Smith there on the bottom as these guys are getting into it too. Caleb Smith has gotten into it with somebody there. We're taking it back. We're going to see it. Looks like he got into it with Zane Bailey. Getting turned by the 39. Whoa, the 39 just all out of sorts there like a wrecking ball, taking him out. Because we're back on board with the leader. William Dakota's Kenneth Skidmore, Arthur Hess, Grim Mason. Grim Mason there in the 17. In the Ram, with the Ram decals going all around it, looking good. Looking forward to those cars and trucks coming out. Dylan Smith rounding out the top 5. We'll be looking for the caution to come out when the leaders reach turn 4 of lap 63. Man, looking at chat. See Millie Racing. That should be Mr. Malikin himself saying that's karma. Real bad news, man. I've seen you get some real bad breaks tonight, man. That's unfortunate. Next season, when we do the real season, we're going to be doing it inside of leagues, man. We'd love to see you be a part of it. William Dakota. William Dakota still holding it strong, battling there with Kenneth Skidmore. They do not want to work together at all right now. They should know. They do know they got 3 more laps until the caution. Somebody's got to work together. Looks like Grim maybe is trying to work now with the 88. The 45. 45's watching it close as he's now getting sold and pushed by the Napa car of Dylan Smith. As Smith making a move to the outside. Eric Hayden, who's running race control tonight, right there with him. Brian Duncan's still in the mix as Brian Duncan's back in 12th. Dylan Smith with Eric Hayden of AWR right there together. Working really well together. Watching these guys as they're coming down on the bottom here. Oh, Eric Hayden getting a little loose there. All right. These guys will be coming around to 63, but heading to turn 4. William Dakota with Kenneth Skidmore battling up front right now, along with the 8 car. The 8 being driven by Dylan Smith. That Napa Auto Parts there being tracked as 49 tonight. Still running strong with Eric Hayden. These guys are battling. As we're coming through the backstretch, the caution, I'll remind you, should be coming out as these guys exit turn 4. We're starting to enter turn 4 now.
Caution.
And caution
Fellas, we have
is
got
out.
a very, very difficult official this week, so make sure we're finding our P's and Q's.
Kenneth Skidmore will be leading us back green. As we go back green, will be cautions as needed. So if there is a wreck, the caution will be coming out pretty soon, like. A lot of guys heading down pit road. We remind everybody we got 3 green, white checkers. I do expect to see quite a few of these guys go down pit road, if not everyone. Take a look here. It's the 45 of Kenneth Skidmore, trying to save fuel as much as he can, trying to increase his chances of getting off pit road as quickly as he can. All right, we are watching as Kenneth Skidmore, the leader, comes into pit road. Looks like he comes in just fine, no issues. Looks like Maurice Gamillion stayed out last pitted at lap 58. We're currently on lap 65. So he's going to have enough to finish. But if there's a couple green-white checkers, it's going to be questionable. He might be able to get one. Eyes on the 44, like I said. He stayed out. All right, looking at our biggest gainers. Jonathan Ritzer all the way up to 9th place. Up 38 spots. Mark Cyphers as well in the yellow 21. He's up 36. Maurice Gamillion, who is currently obviously in the lead, he's showing up 35, along with Kenneth Skidmore and Brian Duncan 34. Lap leaders on the evening, though. Kenneth Skidmore leading it, edging out Ted Rakesh now, as Kenneth has now got 11. Looking at repairs, Daytona Cross, Scott Malikin, Joseph Wynn, a lot of these guys just suffering significant damage as they're in the pits getting a lot of damage taken care of. Looks like we're going by. We're going to be going by one more time. Pace car's lights are out, so we will be going green. There'll be 9 to go as soon as that flag drops tonight. Getting an indication that apparently Alex Galloway is finished. He got glitched out in the pits. Hey, Easton Collins being humbled, man, letting us know he doesn't feel like tonight was their best night, but he's always got tomorrow. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. That's racing for you, man. I want to know, though, who's Jackson thinks going to win this race tonight? Now that Alex Galloway's out, who does Easton Collins think's going to win this race? Kenneth Skidmore, Maurice Gamillion, Dylan Smith, Grim Mason, and Brian Hubbard. Our top 5 taking us back green as the pace car is in. Maurice Gamillion going to be eyeing it there on the high side with Kenneth Skidmore on the inside as they're coming into the Pedley start zone right now to take us back green. Will we stay green? That is the question.
Green, green.
And we are off. 2 by 2 all the way back. Maurice Gamillion keeping it tight on the high side. Kenneth Skidmore in the 45, working it down low. As the Ram paint scheme there on the high side, he's making his move. Grim Mason in the 17. Jerry Bergeron right behind him. Austin Sale in the 8. Budweiser. He's there in the mix. As the 27, Ted Rakesh, he's back ready to play. Taking it to the wall. taking us to 2 to go. Oh, and it's a wreck, a big wreck. The 8, a lot of cars involved in this. The 55. Somebody's going to have to get the ambulance down there. A massive wreck. A massive wreck. The caution will be coming out shortly. So we're going to take that back and get eyes on that. Watching it quarter speed here from the blimp. 8 comes down, catches the 17, sends him up high. Looks like into the 88. And a massive wreck ensues. Taking that back one more time. A massive wreck. We're going back live. Caution is not out yet, but it will be coming out shortly. Got another indication of Daytona Cross involved in this. We're going back to see what he's got involved in. Ooh, just getting turned right into it. We'll bring it back one more time.
Yellow, yellow.
Caution is now out. We knew it would be coming out here soon. As Daytona Cross just turned. Coming out of the turn there, shooting him up into the wall. Car just got a little bit too low. And wow, still getting hit, still getting hit. We're going back live. Oh boy, we're gonna have to pull Kyle Cameron into the broadcast booth. Kyle Cameron, you're in the booth. You got comms?
Yeah, Tommy, how you doing?
Hey, man, we just had to come and check on you. We seen you spinning. We looking in chat. Trevor Haley was concerned, saying somebody needs to check on the 55, basically. So we figured we'd get you in here, make sure your hands, your wrist, everything's good to go. You gonna be able to get back on track or what?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get laps back now, but my neck's a little sore, but I'm out here.
All right, man. Well, we just wanted to jump in here and holler at you real quick. And good luck on the finish.
I appreciate it, Tommy.
All right, that's Kyle Cameron, the captain of AWR, as he's coming around right now. Going to be passing the lead pack to get that lap back, and he'll be back in the fight. As it looks like this is going to lead us up to our first green-white checkered of the evening. Looks like we got some guys heading down pit road. Caleb Smith is staying out. Maurice Gamay and all tore up trying to get his car fixed. Looked like he had a fast repair. Jerry Fassett, he is on lead lap now as well. As Jerry Fassett still having blinking fits. Yeah, it doesn't look good for the broadcast when guys have blinking issues, so when I start seeing guys with blinking issues, I try to get them out of view as quickly as I can. I love the front end of the captain's car there as he's back out on track working his way around, getting caught up with the pack now as he is on lead lap. Apparently, we're getting word that Alex Galloway sent something in the Discord. Not sure what he sent. But it's all good, all good. I guess high side Alex might be Alex Galloway. Now that we know that, we'd be trying to remind high side Alex Galloway to change his name in the Discord to Alex Galloway so we know who we're talking to. It looks like those guys are having a little bit of beef right now, maybe, as they're going to town in the Discord. The spotter from ADM 63's Easton Collins, as well as Alex Galloway, having words in the chat as we speak. We're going to commercial. We got another lap to go by.
Before I had left turn lightning, I finished 18th. Now I still finish 18th, but way faster. Does it help with braking? Braking? We don't do that here. Left Turn Lightning Energy Fuel, official drink of Highline Racing Network. Full send approved.
Turn it up. Let it in. Lights come on, engine's humming low. Friday night, yeah, the whole.
All right. Looks like we're going to be coming up on our first green-white checkered of the evening. All right, well, we got a natural green-white checkered here. As the pace car is in, we're going to be going back green right here where Caleb Smith and Jonathan Ritz are coming into the Pedley start zone. And we are off. Caleb Smith there on the high side. Looks like Dylan Smith right behind Caleb. Are we going to see a white flag this time by? If the white flag drops, that's all she wrote. Caleb Smith out front, Dylan Smith right with him. I don't know if they're related, but they're definitely working good together tonight. Big time pack racing as they're coming to the start finish now. Looks like we might see a white flag. We might see the white flag right here. The white flag is out. The white flag is out. They're going around in the back. Kenneth Skidmore. Kenneth Skidmore now up front. Brian Hebbard right there behind him. Is Brian Hebbard going to try to make a move? Ted Rakese is there. Dylan Smith still in the fight. Kenneth still leading us out front in the 45 as they're getting loose. They're getting loose. But Ted Rakese trying to make a move. Ted Rakese is trying to make a move. The 45 pushes the 8 off. Oh, it's close. It's real close. The 45's getting turned. The 45 got turned too. The 45 got turned. It looks like Ted Rakese. It looks like Ted Rakese has won. Looks like Ted Rakese has won. Wow, we're going to have to take that back. Definitely going to have to take that back and look at that. Looking at it right now, Ted Rakese coming through. Is he going to burn it down out here on the checkered? Is he going to burn it down across the start finish? Congratulations to Ted coming through with the big win tonight in Talladega on the Highline Racing Network. Thursday night in the Arca car. Really waiting to see if he's going to burn it down or if he's just setting up for the photo shot. It looks like he's just going for the photo shot. We're going to take it back to the green-white. I'm sorry, to the checkered. Watching these guys come through, we're going to try to stop it again and look at a photo finish. But it is not easy timing this one. Seeing the 45 go around there. Indeed, Ted Rakese edging out Jerry Bergeron for P2. Caleb Smith back there, P3. Eric Hayden trying to get eyes on Eric there as Eric not want to cooperate as there's Eric Hayden right there, our P4. And Kenneth Skidmore, who had a legit shot there. We're going to take it back and watch this, how it affects Kenneth here. Kenneth gets turned across the nose of Caleb Smith there. And around he goes. All right, well, we're going to pull up. We're going to pull up the results tonight. Our results on the evening. First place with 13 laps led, Ted Rakese. In P2, Jerry Bergeron. And P3, Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith of LBS. Hard Charger Award goes to Jonathan Ritzer, up 41 spots. As Jonathan Ritzer ends up finishing P6 tonight. Our fastest lap goes to Alex Galloway, and our pole position winner tonight was Jason Anderson. We're taking a look at chat. Looking at chat, our top 3 guys. Looks like we got Jerry Bergeron and Caleb Smith. We're going to pull in Caleb Smith right now. Caleb Smith, you're in the booth. You got comms? Caleb Smith, do you got comms?
Yes, I do.
Ah, there he is. There he is. Well, man, looked like you had the one guy there comes across your nose right there at the end, kind of slows you back there, but you still get the P3 finish, man, on a great race tonight. No teammates really to be seen that I know of, but give us your tell of the tape if you don't mind.
I was up and down all day, but I feel bad for wrecking I think the 45. I don't remember what his number was. I thought there was a big enough gap down there, but when I looked at the replay, there wasn't, and I just wrecked him.
Yeah, I believe he had a different number tonight, but he did have 45 on his door. That was Kenneth Skidmore. He was actually tracked as 54. But yeah, it did kind of look like he might have came across the nose of you there, and not a whole lot of lifting going on there, so I don't think anybody's going to hold that against you, man. But great job pulling P3, and we'll give you a chance to give a shout out, and we'll see if we can't talk to Jerry Bergeron, our P2 finisher. All right, Caleb, did you want to give a shout out, or are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right, man. That's Caleb Smith finishing P3 tonight with LBS. We got Jerry Bergeron, our P2 finisher, in here tonight. Jerry, you want to give us your tell of the tape of how it came to be that you finished P2 tonight in Thursday night's Arca race in the High Line. Jerry Bergeron.
I finished on the podium a few nights ago also with you guys, so we had a good time.
Yes, sir, man. But here tonight, you're coming in P2. So we'd love to know, how in the world did you manage to make it all the way up here to P2? You battled hard, and it was a big fight. That guy, Ted Rakist, at 1P, that got first place tonight, he was definitely tough. I watched both of you guys. He would pass you, you'd pass him, but you guys just kept working, and there at the end, you both finish, up front. But give us your tell of the tape, Jerry.
Well, I'm telling you, we had a good time here in Highline Racing. It's getting better and better every night I race with you guys. So I guess we're preparing for a good championship the next season. With all the guys that could be in the league, I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time, because I find we got some very, very high quality drivers here with us. And Caleb, he just pushed me in the rear end a bit. He got me crooked a bit at the end, but I managed to hold on, and he finished third. And the other guy up front here, Rakic, he really gave me one for my money there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. As he was a force. He was a force on the track all night. He definitely was. Well, Jerry, I think we're going to wrap this up. This was a successful Thursday night here in Talladega in the Arca cars. But we're going to let Jerry Bergeron, our P2 finisher in the 1 car, give a shout out. And we're going to start working towards shutting this stream down.
Shout out to my 2 sponsors, Harley Davidson and Pogo. They're old sponsors that have always been with me back in the days I used to race in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And they've always been there, and they're on these cars right now. So I'm very proud of them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Big shout out to all of Jerry Bergeron's sponsors, man. You guys got a great driver. And it looks like we'll talk to you later, Jerry Bergeron. It looks like we got Jerry Fassett in the room with us now. Jerry Fassett, you got comms?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. What brings you our way right now? What you got?
I figured I'd bring you some news.
What you got? What you got?
Us admins got together and looked at it several times, and we have come to the conclusion that Caleb Smith went below the yellow line to try to advance his position and spun out the 45 car. Therefore, he has been DQ'd.
Wow, so our P3 finisher is moving out. It looks like Eric Hayden's moving up. But I would like to see if we can't get eyes on this ourselves for the viewers. So let's we're gonna try. Do you know, so let's get to Caleb Smith. Do you know what lap that might have occurred on?
Coming to the checkered flag.
Coming to the checkered flag. Well, that's easy enough.
We looked at it several times and seen he started to make the move to go underneath him when there was no room and went below that yellow and then ended up spinning him.
All right, let's see it. Looks like maybe we could watch it from right here on the broadcast. All right, so we're going to go full speed. Caleb Smith here in the 8 car. We'll get him pulled up. We'll take a look at what transpired here for the LBS driver.
That's not where it happened.
I see it. I see it. Goes below the yellow. Taking it quarter speed. Starts going below the yellow here. As he's also latched on. As he was also latched on there.
Yep. There was no room for him to make that move underneath, and he tried to make it, and so us admins looked at it, like I said, several times, and
Indeed, indeed. We're going to take this back a little bit. We'll take it full speed one more time from this angle. And it is what it is. That means Eric Hayden is moving up in the podium. Outstanding, outstanding. Good catch by the admin team. All right.
Alrighty.
Well,
I'll jump back down. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Yes, sir. We're going to wrap it up. Appreciate Jerry Fassett hopping up into the chat as Eric Hayden in the 0-0 will be moving up into P3 from P4 tonight. So big shout out to him, as well as Jonathan Ritzer. Jonathan Ritzer in the 50. He'll be moving up into a top 5 finish. So congratulations in the top 5 there, Jonathan Ritzer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for tonight. Tonight was successful right here on the Highline Racing Network. I'm Tommy Rogers signing off. We'll catch you guys next time.
Please don't leave. See y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm in the veins, feeling like a horse. race, I'm taking it. No more I leave the coast. Counting all the wins. It's me they love the most. Watch me wiggle. Watch me